Brian, thank you. Well, there has been increasing frustration for fire departments in communities that have implemented burn bans. They want the public to know the bans are in place for a purpose. When wildland firefighter specialist and step-up Captain Nick Morton contemplates conditions outside the Caddo Parish District 4 firehouse,
we had a wet spring, but then summer dried out. So the fuels have just progressively grown, but the moisture content has gotten less. So we're getting steadily drier as the days roll on. And then we add a little bit of wind and breeze into it daily with the up and down of temperatures and relative humidities, and that's doing nothing but just steadily drying it out worse.
That's why it frustrates him and the rest of the fire crews when they see folks paying little heed to the bans on outdoor burning.
When someone is, burning when they shouldn't be, when we ask them not to, and that fire gets out of control, it can deplete all the resources for our small department when they can be back here at the ready for those heart attacks and strokes and true emergencies.
Fire Chief Chad Falls hasn't been in his position long, but he's been a firefighter here long enough to know how quickly things can get out of control. They saw that happen back in February when this wildfire grew out of an illegal backyard burn.
And also, it was unattended, so they were not attending to the fire, and they did not have any water source in place either, so that contributed to the spread.
Luckily, no homes were destroyed or people hurt in this one. And there's something else the experts here at Caddo Parish Fire District 4 want people to know. Even if we do get a shower that breaks the spell of rainless days, unless it's a long, slow soaker of a storm, it won't do enough to reduce the risk of all the dry fuels we have in the area. Meanwhile, the work of being prepared is a round-the-clock type of task. Mostly in District 4 around Keithville, they're dealing with rural areas without fire hydrants, where they depend on tankers, 200 feet of hose, and their skills as the fire line of prevention.
All it takes is one ember, one spark somewhere, and not only do we have those people's land on fire, but potentially their neighbors and everybody else around them. So it can get serious pretty quick.